PTO accidents almost always result in the tragic loss of a life or a limb, but in almost all cases, these accidents can be avoided. Hello, my name is Dan West. At the New York Center for Agricultural Medicine and Health in Cooperstown, New York, we are working to help you work safely around the power takeoff equipment on your farm. This film will show you simply how to operate PTO equipment to avoid costly and tragic entanglement accidents associated with PTO drivelines. We will talk about operating practices which will minimize your risks, including proper care and maintenance that will ensure that the built-in safety features are working correctly for your protection. Of course, you know, a power takeoff shaft transmits power from the tractor to the drawn implement by spinning at 540 or 1,000 revolutions per minute. At each end of a PTO shaft, there is a universal joint that allows the shaft to be operated at various angles. When new, the power takeoff shaft is covered with a shield that allows the shaft to spin inside while the shield on the outside does not turn. The joints at the end are covered or enclosed so that nothing can come in contact with them. Where the shaft attaches at the ends, there is a stationary guard that covers that area. On the tractor, the master shield covers the PTO stub shaft. On the implement, the pedestal shield protects you from the coupling. It is most important to keep these guards and shields in place and in good working condition. If these guards and shields are removed, or are not working properly, material, even clothing, can catch on the spinning shaft and be wrapped around and around it. If it catches a person's clothing, it pulls him in just like a fishing reel pulls in a fish, but so fast that he does not have time to get away, and it doesn't stop. It continues to wrap the person around the shaft with all the power of the tractor, 540 times per minute. In a fraction of a second, a shoelace, a torn pocket, or a frayed pant leg, or even just a loose shirt tail can spell tragedy. These items near a poorly guarded, spinning PTO shaft will almost always change a person's lifestyle, or end it. Here are some simple guidelines to follow to protect yourself around PTO equipment. Never leave the tractor seat without first disengaging the power takeoff when using mobile equipment. Always wait for the machine to stop coasting completely before making any adjustments or trying to clear a plugged unit. Make sure all guards and shields are kept in place and in good working condition. If the tractor master shield must be tilted out of the way or removed temporarily, be sure to return it to its operating position before using the tractor. If guards or shields on the implement are damaged or removed for servicing, be sure they are replaced before operating the machine. If replacement parts are required, use only the correct parts. Be sure to use the proper hardware when repairing your equipment. Bolts and pins that are too long will catch anything that comes near them. Never allow anything to come in contact with an operating driveline. The tractor should be operated so that the rear tire does not hit the PTO shaft in a tight turn, and so hydraulic hoses are kept away from the spinning shaft. 3-point hitch arms and draw pins should be such that they won't contact the PTO shaft in sharp turns or uneven terrain. Follow manufacturer's recommendations for proper drawbar adjustments. The distance between the PTO shaft and the drawbar is important, as well as the distance to the draw pin hole. This will help keep the PTO shaft from telescoping too far and coming apart. Also, be sure to keep a stationary implement hitched to the tractor so the shaft cannot separate. Always secure the PTO shaft when transporting the implement so it doesn't get damaged. When in storage, keep the PTO shaft off the ground and store inside if possible. Remember, when you are cold or wet or tired or in a hurry, you may be much less careful around machinery. If you are distracted or preoccupied or working when it is dark, you are inviting an accident. You are in one of the most dangerous places on your farm when you're standing between the blower and the forage wagon while filling the silo. It is sometimes a difficult location to get into. There's a spinning PTO shaft and machinery on both sides of you. Without proper hearing protection, the noise of the tractors and machines prevents you from hearing others or others hearing you. Thinking ahead, planning your work, and preparing yourself and your work area can save your life. Position the tractor so you do not have to climb over a PTO shaft to get to the controls. Stay on the tractor whenever possible. Be sure to keep the blower hitched to the tractor so that the PTO shaft cannot separate. Do not wear loose clothing that could get caught in machinery. Be sure you have good footing so that you will not slip or fall. It seems that most every farmer knows of someone who's been seriously injured or killed in a power takeoff related accident. Most of these tragedies could have been avoided by following these simple guidelines. When using PTO equipment, turn it off before you get off. Keep yourself and others away from moving machinery. The safety equipment on your machine is as important as the functional parts. Maintain and lubricate them well, according to the operator's manual. Be prepared for using the equipment. Be well rested, properly clothed, alert and comfortable. Keep your mind on your task and never remove or modify a guard or shield. This information can save your life, but not if you only listen to it and forget it. You must put it into action on your farm. You may think the repairs cost too much or the safety precautions take too long. If so, think about how much less time and money they take than a trip to the emergency room or for your family to have to deal with a funeral. We would like to thank ADMA, the Agricultural Driveline Manufacturers Association, and the New York State Department of Labor, Division of Safety and Health Hazard Abatement Board for their contributions to the production of this safety video. Thank you for your attention. For NYCAM, the New York Center for Agricultural Medicine and Health, we encourage you to make safety a habit, a way of life.